My complainant lost $50,000 in seconds, not minutes. And all it took was one phone call that sounded completely legit. The scam is called the safe account scam. And in this video, I'm going to describe to you exactly how this scam works, the warning signs you should look out for this specific scam, and how to protect yourself as well as your family members from this exact scam happening to them. So tune in while I explain to you exactly how this happened to my complainant. Now, the safe account scam is becoming one of the most dangerous scams that we're currently seeing right now, simply because it doesn't hack your account. It convinces you to empty your own account. The situation happened like this to my complainant. My complainant received a text after leaving a store, making a purchase, and the text stated, hey, the fraudulent activity just occurred to your account. Immediately, my complainant then reached down to find his card to try to contact his bank. But before he can even call his bank, he received a phone call from the AKA so-called bank. The suspect he spoke to stated that, hey, I am a fraud. I'm from the fraud department of the bank. Hey, and I received an alert regarding your account stating that you had fraudulent activity. Let's take a look at it to see exactly what's going on. And my complainant felt a little weary about the situation, so he started asking the suspect specific questions about their bank account and himself to see if he can answer these questions. And this suspect answered everything he needed to hear. He gave my complainant his name, date of birth, social security number, the last four, of course, and information regarding his house, information, a couple things they had on his account. It's like he knew everything. It's like he worked at the bank. So my complainant felt safe. My complainant thought, okay, well, I'm pretty sure this guy is legit and he works at the bank. So he continued on with the process. And this went on for about 30 minutes to an hour with this suspect. The suspect told my complainant that he needed to go to the bank immediately to empty out his account. And he was going to send a so-called private investigator to his location to help pick up his money and put it in a safe place so nothing else further happens to my complainant's money and he has no worries to worry about. My complainant thought that was kind of funny, but because the suspect answered all the questions he needed to hear earlier, he felt it was safe. So he went along with the process. One thing that my complainant should have caught on was this. When he advised my complainant to go to the bank to pull out this money, he told him to tell him, don't tell the tellers exactly what you're doing. Don't tell them anything. And if they ask you why you putting out a large amount of money, just tell them you got some kind of home improvement going on, some home improvement process. If you want to describe whatever the process is or whatever you're doing, go ahead. But just don't let them know exactly what you're doing, because we don't need them to know. And I want this stuff to go smoothly. So after my complainant was able to get the money out of his account, he went back home, where he was immediately approached by this AKA private investigator. The private investigator, so-called, took his money and went off. And at that point in time, my complainant, I guess, got some signals of red flags that hit his thought process at that time. And he immediately called his kids and told them what had happened, and he thought what he did was good, a good thing. But that's when he found out he just got scammed. Now, let's talk about some of the warning signs specifically regarding the scam that you might need to look out for. Number one, the urgency in which these individuals create. They create urgency in people, and which in turn turns to fear to get this money out quicker. They want them to get the money out as soon as possible, and with this urgency and fear that they're creating, they make them think that they're going to lose their money faster if they don't move expeditiously to get it done. Secondly is the secrecy in which these individuals state. These individuals want the complainants to be quiet about what's going on. Don't tell nobody what you're doing. Move in this kind of fashion or form, and just let's get this stuff done with so we can get this money out so we can move faster so you don't lose any more money. That's what they make them think, at least. Lastly is the type of currency in which they ask for. Now, in my specific case, my complainant simply took out cash. Now, it's in other cases that I've read, I've also seen individuals use wire transfers, believe it or not, gift cards. Don't know how that happened, but people take out gift cards. And lastly, another thing I've seen is Bitcoin or currency or something to that fashion or form. And they use that sometimes as well, but majority of the time that I've seen is generally cash. Now, the reality about the situation is your bank would never have you move in that kind of fashion or form. Your bank would never ask you to move money like that. They'll simply freeze your account. And if someone is pressuring you to move money and say they're trying to protect your account, they're not trying to protect your account. It's simply a scam. Lastly, I want to talk about 4 ways to protect yourself from situations or scams such as these from ever occurring to you. Number 1, if you receive a call in this kind of fashion or form, hang up immediately. Second, I want you to pull out your card, your bank card, and dial the number on the back of that card. I want you to speak to a representative about exactly what's going on or what has occurred. And I'm pretty sure at that point in time, you're going to find out that it was a scam in the first place. And if it wasn't, if it was your bank calling you and they get mad because you hung up on them, oh well, they'd be okay, because at the end of the day, you're protecting yourself and your money. Third, it's never move money just because of one phone call such as this. Me personally, I like to move money inside the bank and not on my phone, especially if it's large amounts such as this. But that's a choice of yours. So you make the wise decision on that one. And lastly, I want to say is never stay on the phone with somebody that's pressuring you to move money in this fashion or form. What you need to do immediately is hang up on them. Because at the end of the day, you take control of the situation. You never let somebody take control of you. So I hope this information has helped you. And if it has, please share the information. And if you feel like it would help any of your family, loved one, relatives, or whoever it might be, please share the information with them as well, because I want them to be educated about situations such as this so they don't fall victim to it as well. Again, if you like my page, please like it. If you like the video, please like it and give me a thumbs up, and like and subscribe if possible, and share to somebody. I hope this information again has helped you all, and y'all have a great night, and y'all stay blessed.